welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Broncos going up against the Browns. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Short boot taken at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day. First down, Leonard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again, Leonard. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun, Leonard. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now the LSU man, it's Kenny Hilliard. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Knight. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, Leonard. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Now let's go. Green,
On 3rd down, Leonard. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Knight, 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go.
And a give this time to the tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go. Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Knight. That is incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Throwing on first down. Leonard, room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Leonard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Off-play action. Leonard. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
A handoff, Jeremy Langford. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. It's a close game here early on. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Leonard. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On 4th down, Leonard. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
handoff here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Off the play fake. Knight. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go. Blue landed.
On first and 10. Knight. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go.
On first down, Knight. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on second down. Knight. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So now a glance at Jeremy Langford. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Watching that, Barney.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
And now here's a carry heading left. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Leonard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
All right, here we go.
On 4th down, Leonard shedding the tackle. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 6 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Browns a 1st down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Throwing on 1st down. Leonard throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
10th carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
Set. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down, Leonard. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. He's going to air one out. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Knight. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. On 1st and 10, Leonard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Off play action. Leonard. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Preston Brown in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On 1st down, Knight. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. To throw on 2nd down, Leonard. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Leonard firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw on second down. Leonard throwing the out route incomplete. That's Neal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Rosas to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Rosas now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Tyler Varga. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again. Knight. And that's going to be incomplete. Geronimo Allison the target there. Third down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Knight. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. Throwing on first down. Leonard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Neal. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. On first and 10, Leonard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on second down, Leonard. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again, Leonard. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And the kick by Rosas is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Broncos won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. After the pick, offense comes out now. Leonard's gonna find his mark, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. Browns tie it up at 7. Now 1st and 10. Under pressure here, the pass is picked off. Harris isn't happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. Offense on the field now after the INT. The catch is made after a quick pass, and this goes 25 yards for the score. Browns up by a touchdown. 1st and 10. Neal's the target here, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 37-yard line. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Knight. Open man is Allison, complete. 23 yards on the play. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, Knight. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. Back to throw. Knight, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Knight. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on 2nd down. Leonard out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Leonard. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now Zaire Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the D gets the sack on 1st, and now it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Terrell Basham in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Leonard. And this is going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Throwing to start the drive. Knight. And Lawler has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to maneuver. And now running right through it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down. Knight over the middle, and it's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on third down. Knight able to get away. And that is incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down. Leonard. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 39 that time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And this is incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Leonard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as it...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Devontae Booker taking it in. And the Browns add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Devontae Booker that's able to finish it off with a touchdown. Rosas now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Knight looking middle, and it's incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Knight. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Broncos on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Knight. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Tech McKinley getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Browns on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Leonard. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Off play action. Leonard. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. From the gun, Knight. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. First down. Knight toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing again. Knight. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, Knight. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. It's a pickup of 21, and it's a 1st down for the Broncos. Operating from the gun, Knight. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it too deep? Is it 3?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Blue landed.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw. Knight. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Kenny Lawler. And it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wide open receiver complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 1st down. Knight. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
so for the Browns, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile,